Hi, singles. How are you all doing? Okay, I just want to say this real quick. If you're in a relationship or courtship and you're planning to get married, it's important that you go through the fundamental classes of your local assembly. It's important to allow the church where you worship to do its work. I say this because some years ago, someone I know very close to me was about getting married. And he just said in passing that the church was stressing him. And he threatened to go to another church to be joined if his own local assembly, continues to stress him. In his words, they were stressing him. And when I asked him what the problem was, he said they wanted him to go through all the premarital classes, counseling, and all of that, and it was getting too much. And the lady he wanted to get married to at the time was in another state or another city, and he was in Abuja. But I think at the end of the day, he went to marry in another church. He was joined, or they were joined in another church outside his own local assembly. And I was a bit worried. Worried in the sense that this place you went to, get married, or went and they joined you and your wife, they don't know you. And so they did not even do the background check they're supposed to. And I need to say that singles, it's important that your local assembly does what it needs to do as a church. Allow the church to do the background checks. Allow the church to do what it's supposed to do. It is to protect you. You see, in the course of doing all those background checks, some marriages have been annulled, or courtships have, had to end because of the findings. Marriage is not a boy-girlfriend relationship that you just walk in and walk out. It is a serious thing. For those who understand what it is and the purpose for marriage, it is beyond sex. It is beyond having kids. Some of our elderly parents would say, get married and give me grandchildren. But marriage is not about giving our mothers or fathers grandchildren. It is beyond that. And it's important that if you're getting in, you take cognizance of all these things, do the needful. Do the background check. Allow your local assembly to do the background check they need to do. Check the man out. Check the lady out. Ask all the questions. Don't protect the guy. Don't protect the lady. In fact, if you have no skeletons in your cupboard, you will not be afraid to be, checked out. Yes. If you don't have any skeletons in your cupboard, you will not be afraid to be checked out by your local assembly, or by the church of the lady you're getting married to, or the church of the guy you're getting married to. Not the Bible. People say that a clear conscience bears no accusation. You are not afraid of being checked. You're not afraid of someone carrying out, a background check, and you're doing due diligence. That's another word, doing due diligence. If you have been married before and you never mentioned to your intended, you're to be, and then in the course of doing the background check, they find out that you've been married. Some people get married to men who are already married. I've heard this. I have seen it happen to some people. You get married only to find out that the man you are married to is already married or has been married before. And maybe they did not, seal that marriage, either separation or divorce, before you get in. This is why the church needs to do what it needs to do. This is why the church needs to do the background. Yes, your parents need to do their own, Imarala in Igbo land, to find out, do some findings about the man you want to marry or the lady you want to marry. There are some organizations that do that. There are some organizations that if you are marrying somebody from certain organizations, the people will go and do a background check on the woman or on the man you are getting married to. That is the truth, because they need to know, because of the type of information to deal with, or because of the nature of that organization. They don't want anybody. They need to know the kind of person you are getting married to. I know this thing because I have a cousin who is working in a certain organization, and when he was about getting married, they checked his wife out. I'm not going to mention the organization for security reasons, but people need to do this. So as much as the church needs to do that, certain organizations also do their background checks and due diligence. So what am I saying? The church is not stressing you. You may think that the church is stressing you because of, all they want to do is to protect you, is to ensure that you are in the right hands. You're getting married, and you're going to be safe in that marriage. It's for your safety, it's for your well-being, your spiritual well-being, your emotional well-being. It's for your well-being, especially if you are known in that church or you're working in that church. So please, what I want you to take away from this video is let your local assembly do its due diligence before you get married. Let them do the background check before you say I do. It is very important. Don't shield your to-be. Let them, do what they need to do. Let the church do what it needs to do. All right, thank you.